Welcome back to my channel. I hope that you are doing well. And so we are dipping into Real Housewives of Salt Lake City and getting to know one of the newbies, at least more or less, why she is an incredible addition to the show. And I have to say, I agree with this sharing when it comes to BRONWYN Newport, because she is quite fabulous, and I enjoy the story that's unfolding for her. So now, if you are watching Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, you know that it's actually going on right now on Bravo, and we are learning all about all the things all new going on with the ladies. And of course, Mary being back is always a great asset. So now we're going to dip in a little bit to more, just concentrating on BRONWYN Newport, who is a newbie, and she, along with Brandy, or Brittany, excuse me, are on the show. And, you know, BRONWYN just really made quite a splash, I think. So let's go ahead and get into this sharing as to why they think that she is also an incredible addition. So we are going to be diving into Reality T, who shares that why Real Housewives of Salt Lake City newbie BRONWYN Newport is an incredible addition to the Real Housewives franchise. Now, BRONWYN Newport is crushing her freshman season of Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. The friend of Lisa Barlow came on strong from day one, which caught some viewers and Real Housewives of Salt Lake City stars off guard. But after 5 episodes, BRONWYN completely won fans over and earned her snowflake. We understand why Lisa introduced BRONWYN as everything you'd want in a friend. She gladly poked fun at herself, but will also admirably and fiercely defend her character. She's hilarious and quirky, but also gave us one of the realest and most emotional Real Housewives of Salt Lake City moments so far. And while she lives an outlandish lifestyle, there's also something about her that's deeply relatable, and I would have to agree to that. At this point, viewers are loving BRONWYN more with every episode. She is a perfect fit for the Real Housewives franchise, and here's why. BRONWYN Newport isn't afraid to get messy with the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City ladies. Now, BRONWYN came in hot and successfully shook things up in her second episode. Now, Heather Gay compared her to Monica Garcia. Now, Heather tried calling her out for gossiping about Whitney Rose, but she underestimated the new girl. BRONWYN knew what she was doing and already said more or less the same thing to Whitney's face. And in the following episode, BRONWYN had accused Heather of hypocrisy and Lisa of not having her back, a bold move that stunned the OGs. In a recent interview, Heather seemingly admitted she jumped the gun. She blamed Monica for putting her guard up, claiming that's why she got off on the wrong foot with BRONWYN. Yeah, she thought she could just slide on into whatever she wanted to give out. And, you know, Heather is, you know, she's gotten a little bit stronger over time, but, you know, she is no match for BRONWYN. Now, on Watch What Happens Live, BRONWYN was shady to Lisa while also hoping they can mend fences. Andy Cohen had mentioned Lisa called BRONWYN the season's biggest villain. Now, BRONWYN pointed out this was right after the episode where Lisa was so upset at being labeled a villain that she threw a glass. It was another moment where BRONWYN showed off her quick wit, which helped her go toe-to-toe with the seasoned housewives. She also clashed with fellow newbie Brittany Bateman, who tried to shade BRONWYN's marriage to Todd Bradley, because you know there's a huge age difference there, right? However, it flopped, especially since Brittany didn't even know his name. Instead, BRONWYN gave a masterclass in shutting down gold digger accusations. This further endeared her to both Whitney and the audience. Now, does anyone else have questions about my husband's, you know, appendage down there, or how I enjoy it, she said, and a star was born. In a confessional, she hilariously called Brittany's questions boring, adding, if Brittany wants to say that I'm on my third nose and that is vain, that would be a read that I would be like, bravo, this bee truly came to play today. Now, BRONWYN is sharing her real life on Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, including her daughter's journey. In episode 5, BRONWYN shared her difficult backstory as a young single mom to her daughter, Gwen. Salt Lake City must be a small world because Lisa discovered she knows the parents of Gwen's late father. For the first time in their long friendship, BRONWYN opened up to Lisa about feeling abandoned by them. And at a time when some Real Housewives won't even show their significant others, BRONWYN's vulnerability had a big impact on the viewers. Now, thankfully, BRONWYN gave Gwen time to process the news so that they could have a deep and complicated conversation on camera. Fans praised Gwen's emotional maturity on Watch What Happens Live, and Andy Cohen spoke for a lot of viewers when he called the moment incredibly moving. He also commended Bronwyn and Todd for raising Gwen to be such a thoughtful and well-spoken young lady. Now, what made it extra vulnerable is that Bronwyn acknowledged her own regrets about the situation. She was completely understanding of Gwen's complicated feelings about meeting her grandparents. It was a deeply emotional moment that connected Bronwyn with viewers and helped us get to know her better. Now, Bronwyn is living a lifestyle Real Housewife fans love to watch. What makes a great housewife for many viewers, it's about watching the lives of the rich and glamorous. Bronwyn certainly fits that bill. She's a regular fixture at fashion shows, and her enviable, I don't know where I got that from, enviable closet is full of nothing but designer duds. Now, it's no wonder Christian Serrano adores her. Now, Bronwyn's bold style may not be everyone's taste, and she's well aware of that. She compared herself to a Tim Burton character. Surely, I'm not the only person reminded of Catherine O'Hara's iconic Beetlejuice character, Delilah Deetz, especially considering Bronwyn and Todd's eccentric taste in art and decor. Now, speaking of Catherine O'Hara, there's a slight Maura Rose vibe to Bronwyn as well. Bronwyn seems to be the wealthiest Real Housewives of Salt Lake City so far, especially given her husband's former job. I'm old enough to remember when there was a whole rom-com about a Palm Pilot Little Black Book starring Brittany Murphy. So I can confirm they were a big deal. You know, those little Palm Pilots back in the day? He's apparently the founder of that. Now, but while it's easy and a cliche to point out his money, it seems Todd and Bronwyn adore each other. They have a lot in common and make for a successful and supportive partnership on multiple levels. Plus, Bronwyn uses her wealth to give back to great causes. With her enviable lifestyle, or again, enviable lifestyles that people envy, at least among the cast. Incredible outfits, snappy one-liners, authentic storylines, flair for drama, and willingness to get her hands dirty. Bronwyn is everything you want in a housewife. In fact, she brings us back to the glory days of the franchise. A serious kudos to the casting team. Her stellar debut is one of the many reasons this may be Real Housewives of Salt Lake City's best season ever. And of course, for all of you lovely people who'd like to know, Real Housewives of Salt Lake City is streaming on Peacock. Of course, the regular show, I think it's on Tuesdays, I believe. So that's currently going on right now at the time of this sharing of this video. So of course, I would like to know, if you are watching the show, do you agree that BRONWYN Newport is a great addition to Real Housewives of Salt Lake City? And if so, why or why not? And I would definitely like to know that as well, because I definitely think that she is. And about that conversation that she had with her daughter, Gwen, was a very moving conversation. I did do a video, a couple of videos actually, and I did one previously that kind of went into a lot about that particular circumstance that took place in regards to what was happening with her, and there she is right there, what was happening with the situation in Gwen, her daughter, meeting her grandparents of her deceased father. The conversation was very moving. Gwen expressed herself with her mother about how she felt about actually meeting them. She also felt that, it seemed like it was good in the beginning, but as the time went on in their conversation, it almost seemed like they were possibly doing her a favor. Now, that's kind of my words, but that they wanted to kind of put upon her that, we're open and willing to have this relationship if she's ready and willing. And it did come across as if she was the issue or the problem, or that she would have an issue or situation with getting to know them. And the situation is just not true. Bronwyn had basically shared with us in episode 4, I believe, or maybe earlier part of 5, where she was talking to Lisa, and as she has mentioned also in her confessionals, that what had actually happened is that she was in school, going to school, college, whatnot, and she had gotten pregnant. And when they went to go tell the father's parents, they were none too thrilled. And she was basically left with the direct impression of that you're going to be doing this on your own. And that's exactly what she did. Now, unfortunately, I think when turned about 2 or 3, something in that arena, her biological father passed away. And then, interesting enough, Lisa happens to know the family, but didn't know that gentleman who passed away was actually Gwen's father. So she didn't know that. So here she's subsequently a friend with both sides without even knowing the connection of the two. So when she found out about it, this being Lisa, she shared that on camera with Bronwyn, and they had that heartwarming conversation in regards to what I just shared. And then, of course, the conversation was that she was more than willing to allow Gwen, if she was so ready to and wanted to talk to her, to to the family member, the grandparents, all that good stuff on the other side, and get to know them. And so, she was very open about that, very transparent about that, and it was really great. I love the way her and her husband are together as well. They seem very happy, and yes, she has great style too. It's different, it's eclectic. May not be what I do, but I like it for her. And her dress and everything, yeah, she's great. She really is. She's like all of what she would like to have, and I hope she never changes. So yeah, it has been quite a great showing so far for this season. I think they're hitting it out of the park. I was a little concerned, because I liked Monica for what she brought. I mean, obviously I didn't care for what she did, but I liked for what she brought because it gave an opportunity for a lot of explanation and a lot of storylines to continue on. And I'm not sure if we would have seen the last of Monica. She right now, I believe, is playing on the show Villains, which is actually occurring at the time of this video going up as well. So, I haven't got a chance to catch up on Villains season 2 yet, so maybe I will as soon as I have time. But yeah, so with that, I would love to know, if you are watching the show, if you would agree that Bronwyn is a good addition to the show, and do you think that she will be sticking around for quite some time? I would love to know your thoughts. Definitely leave those respectfully in the comment section below. So yeah, I think with that, I'm going to bid you adieu, and you know what, you take care and be safe. I thank you so much for being here. I do have a couple other videos that I've uploaded today as well, so if you haven't had an opportunity to take a look at those, please go ahead and do so, and go ahead and enjoy those and leave your comments down below, and let's conversate about it as well. I love being in community with you guys. So with that being said, if you are new here and you haven't had a chance to hit that subscribe button, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and be part of the family. I would so love to have you. And of course, go ahead and give the video a like. I would so appreciate that as well. And yeah, what else do we have? Definitely keep your all bell notifications on. I was going to try to see if I can just let that slide out. The all notification bell on, because I have more videos coming. I just have more and more and more. There's just so much to talk about, and I just love having that time and spending that time with you. So again, thank you so much for being here. Hope you have a great rest of your day, evening, whatever it is time that you are watching this video. But until next time, you take care and be safe. And yeah, I guess I will bid you adieu. Thanks. Bye.